Happy Sunday, everybody. Okay, so I'll tell you, let me see if I can go through what I just did. So I started off with It Took a Miracle, and that came from my 100 song favorites of John W. Peterson. So he wrote most of them in here, I believe. And oh, just such a great one. It was requested earlier this afternoon, and I remembered that my new friend on here, Dave Coombs, had sent me this book of all these great John Peterson songs. So that one got on there. And then let's see. I went from there to The Love of God, which was requested a few days ago. I got a few requests throughout the week that I realized I had not played in a while. So I made myself a little sub list and actually remembered to bring it over here before we started tonight. And then I Will Sing of My Redeemer was another one from that list. Someone actually asked me to play that last week and I didn't get to it, and they wanted to hear it because it changes meters, changes time signatures between the verse and the chorus. So that's sometimes kind of challenging for pianists. So that was my spontaneous rendition of I Will Sing of My Redeemer. And then Martha had been requesting God Be With You Till We Meet Again, apparently for several weeks in a row, and we had just missed it. And it's hard to we get to as many as we can in a session, but we can't get to all of them, even though we try. So I thought God Be With You Till We Meet Again, that's normally an ending song, but I don't think I've ever played that on a live. So Martha, that was for you, but I was glad you suggested that one, so I hope you enjoyed it. And then I added in a couple because I happened to glance over and see some of the comments as they were coming in, and I played Jesus Paid It All because we actually sang that this morning for the invitation at church. And when I saw it requested, it was already fresh on my mind because I played it this morning. So I wanted to do that one again. And then my good friend Miriam, who you guys have seen on some of these videos on my page and on YouTube, she sings beautifully. We did a Christmas concert together a few months ago. She is in Texas now, and she asked for When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. So I happened to see her name pop up, and I thought, oh, I want to play that again. So, and I happened to see somebody asked about where do these sessions take place, because obviously the background looks a little bit different than it normally does. This is my living room, so we just turned the piano. How many times do you think we've moved it?
Many.
5 or 6 or more. It's a bunch. That's the nice thing about it being on wheels, and we don't want you guys to get bored with the view. So we'll just turn it and then give it a different background. So all the different angles you see of this particular piano on YouTube are still my living room. We just turn the piano around to give you something different to look at in the background. Okay, the next 3 I'm going to do are requests, and then we're going to hit tonight's requests. But I'm going to start off with Awakening Chorus. Y'all, this was a tough one. So I'm going to just hang on for dear life once we jump into it and see what happens. It's fast, and someone kindly messaged me and said, it's actually a little bit slower. You don't have to play it so fast. So thank you very much. I learned it a little slower. And then I'm going to play. I am practically learning them when I play them for y'all. In the Center of God's Will. Someone emailed this to me, and I just thought it was beautiful, so I'm going to play that. And then another one that was emailed to me, Come, Let Us All Unite and Sing. So that's the next 3. Woo, I just hit that. And then we're going to hit all of your requests tonight. So here we go. This is Awakening Chorus. That's a fun one. I would love to hear a congregation sing that. It was challenging to play, so I can only imagine how fun it would be to hear an entire congregation doing that. But that was a fun one. Totally new to me until about 10 minutes ago. So I played through it like twice before we started, so y'all were hearing it early on in my learning of it. So that's a fun one. I want to hit that one again sometime. This is In the Center of God's Will. So I love the words of that chorus. That was a new one for me. But when I printed it off and I read the words of the chorus, they say, in the center of God's will, oh, what a refuge. I will hide me till the storms are past. In the center of his will, he'll ever keep me till I see his precious face at last. And I love how it describes being in God's will as a refuge. And there's just so much peace in that, like knowing you're doing what he wants you to do, what your purpose is. That's an awesome song. And then this one, and then all of your requests are next, is Come Let Us All Unite and Sing. So it's written by Howard Kingsbury, and it's to a traditional English melody. So I don't know the tune name, but it's very pretty. Okay, time for your requests.
Who wrote In the Center of His Will?
In the Center of His Will. Hold on, let me get back to it. Herbert. I can't read it. I'll have to get back to it. I think it's Buffum. I'll have to look that one up. So the person who emailed it to me typed his name out, so I'll go back and see. I can't really read it very well on that, but we'll find out who wrote that, and I'll post it in the comments.
Okay, first request is Surely Goodness and Mercy.
Oh, yeah.
Under His Wings. Amazing Grace. Jerusalem.
I don't think I know that one. Jerusalem, Jerusalem. That one?
I don't know. That's the only word I've got. Okay.
Sing for the night is or Hosanna in the high. I guess I'll do the chorus. Let me see. I didn't do the big part. Let me see. Sent me the sheet music for it. I just remembered it. I printed it off, so it's over there in the cabinet. I'll learn that one.
Okay. Someone wants to know if that was your own arrangement of Amazing Grace.
It was. I promise y'all, these are just off the top of my head, however I'm feeling it. So it's different every time.
And they would like to have the sheet music for it.
I'll work on I'll work on it. I enjoyed playing it. I thought, I hope I remember to do this next time. So, yeah, I'll work on that one. There are advanced sheet music pieces coming, I promise.
We Need the Church.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, speaking of, our CD is out, and I would not have remembered to say that if Josh hadn't just said that one. So, whoever requested that, thank you. But that's the title track of our new album, and it is out, and we are shipping them this week, and I'm so excited. So if you go straight to natalieranesmusic.com, it's on the homepage, and you can just click here, and it'll take you to the order page, and we will send it to you this week. So that is so exciting. I'm just over the moon excited how well it turned out. I think we've really enjoyed it. And thanks to you guys listening to it and downloading it and streaming it and all the different ways you've been listening to it, it hit number 3 on iTunes Christian and gospel charts this weekend. So we kept watching it going down. I don't know anything about all that. My sister is a social media manager, and she understands that stuff far better than I do. But she kept saying, look at it, it's moving. And that was just so exciting. So thank you for listening to it. I am just thrilled. My prayer is that God will get 100% of the glory, and that saints will be encouraged, and that the body of Christ will be strengthened. Because I think we live in a time where the church needs encouragement and strength from each other, and from remembering that God is still in control. And that's what it's all about. So, oh my goodness, that's so exciting. Okay, so I'll play
Friday night.
Oh, yeah, Friday night. Thank you for reminding me. Josh is so good at helping me remember all the things I'm supposed to say once we get on here. Friday night, we're doing a special live with my family. We'll all be in the living room here singing some of the songs off the album, as well as just some family favorites that we've done, some instrumental stuff. I'll get my dad to play the piano. He's a great gospel pianist, and just some really fun stuff. So about 7 o'clock Eastern is when I think we're going to do it. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll probably do some giveaway stuff and things like that. But join us then. Okay, I'll play a verse of it, but I'm not going to sing it because I want you to go listen to it, because you've got to hear my grandparents do the first little part of it. It's so pretty. So we'll do that. Try that again.
Are you sure you know this one?
I wrote it, but let's see if I can remember it. I saw somebody asked who is singing at the beginning of that on the CD. So if you've already heard that track, you know it starts off kind of staticky with just a guitar and 2 people singing. That's my grandparents, my dad's parents. And I'm blessed with 4 very precious, godly grandparents. And my dad's dad was my pastor growing up. And he and my grandmother graciously agreed to sing that first part, Church in the Wildwood. So my dad had the idea to have something different at the beginning of it before it started the track. And so I kind of worked my way to get my grandparents to do it as a surprise to my dad, which he actually figured it out early. But still, it sounded really great, and I was super excited about that. So,
okay, repeat what we're doing Friday.
Okay, Friday night.
What time?
7 o'clock Eastern, here on this channel. My family will be joining me.
We're also going to be live on YouTube at that time.
Yes, that's right. So you can watch it either way. We'll make it easy for you to get to it. And then we're going to be singing some songs off the album, as well as just some family favorites that we sing anyway and have sung for years and years. So it'll just be a music night here in our living room. Like, we'll just be around the piano like we do a lot. And you'll get to join.
So, yeah, if you're on that live, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions about, the songs, who's singing what part, why she wrote them. All of the songs are written and arranged by Natalie. So,
There's that.
There's that. She doesn't like to admit it, but.
And sheet music is coming. I'm almost done with it. So all the sheet music will be on the website.
Yes. So. We will talk a little bit about that. What are you working on?
I'm writing out it's going to be a SATB format with lyrics and chords for every song. So you'll have the sheet music and a key that's singable, and you can change it. They'll have all the chord symbols written above, the words and all, but that's going to be available, so you can get it. It'll be as a book that will ship to you, or as just a digital download. So I'm excited.
Okay, next request is... I lost my place. Hold to God's Unchanging Hand. Stepping in the Light.
We sang this one tonight. Oh, how does it start? Oh, I can't remember it. Trying to walk in the steps of the Savior. Got it. Okay. Sorry, that one took me a second.
Be strong in the Lord. Like a Prodigal Son.
I believe I'll go home. Is that one? Let me try that. one of those where after I played every line, I was hoping I would remember the next one. And I wasn't remembering the words very well, but I think the tune was coming back. So,
Do your arms and hands get tired?
no. Sometimes if I'm too stiff, like if I notice I'm playing with a lot of tension, then you'll have a little bit of soreness. But you shouldn't feel pain when you play. So like if you're hurting, that's a sign that something's not right. Like when I practice for a long, or if I sit at a piano like a teaching day, 6, 7, 8 hours, sometimes my back will get a little bit tired just from, sitting up like that. But I don't think my hands ever really hurt. If I do a lot of octaves for a really long time and I'm not making sure I'm staying relaxed, sometimes I get a little bit tense. I don't know why, but I do. Then I'll notice like I have to mentally go, ooh, relax out so it doesn't get, tight. And then there might be a little bit of soreness, but that means I'm too tight and I have to relax. So,
Face to face. Heaven's Jubilee.
I did this one last week, and I said in the church hymnal it's written in A, but most people sing it in A flat. And last week I played it in A, but this week I'm going to play it in A flat. So.
Just a closer walk with thee. Okay, what is the make and model of your piano?
Okay, this is a Kauai CA40A. So the CA stands for Concert Artist Series. So, and it was a wedding gift from my parents and grandparents. And what makes it pretty special is my dad, who you guys have seen on here before. He's a great pianist. You'll see him Friday night. He picked it out for me. So I had no idea that that was coming until the night of our rehearsal at our wedding, at the rehearsal dinner. I knew they had rented a real piano to have for the reception, which I thought was so fun, and I never would have dreamed they would do that. And there it was, this big, beautiful black piano sitting in the middle of the reception floor. And I thought, oh, how fun. They said, we're going to have live music, surprise. I said, oh, that's cool. And Dad said, play it, see if you like it. And I loved it. And I was like, oh, my word, it's so beautiful. Well, then at the rehearsal night, the next night, that was Wednesday while we were getting everything ready. And then Thursday night after the rehearsal dinner, Dad said, it's been requested that you play a song on that piano out there. And I said, sure. So I went out there and I think I played Great Is Thy Faithfulness, and everyone sang. Like the whole wedding party, everybody stood around and sang. And then my dad said, so the men in your life before there was Josh got together, and along with my mother and grandmothers, and got you this as a wedding gift, so it will be in your home in a few days. And I burst out crying, big old ugly cry. And just, it was a great gift. But my dad had been researching, and he went and played it and imagined what it would sound like in our house and picked it out for me. So it's a very special piano.
Where do we go to church?
We go to Bethel Calvary Baptist in Taylor's.
What is your favorite key to play in?
I like this Q&A part. We never do this. I don't have a favorite. I really don't. I don't know. I don't guess I really have a favorite. I like the low B flat. So any song that lets me play that low B flat, I really enjoy that one. So, yeah.
All right. Do you know Lord Lead Me On?
Yes, I do.
Yes, Natalie is left-handed. We have the piano tuned every 6 months.
Religiously, because it gets played a lot. Sometimes more than that.
No, I do not have a music background. I am just
But he sings
along for the ride.
You'll hear him singing a lot on our album. And shout out to my piano tuners. It's Ye Old Piano Shop. And Stephen Richardson is my technician that comes here every 6 months and gives this thing a good working over. And he usually finishes and sits back and goes, this is such a great instrument. And that just makes my heart so happy because I think it is too. So if you're in the upstate, you need to use them. Ye Old Piano Shop.
Okay. Wonderful Words of Life.
I played that this morning for the Sunday morning prelude.
He bore it all.
He bore it all. Freely bore it all. Hold on. It's in a hymnal, and I can't think of which one because I need to see it.
Okay.
Oh, that's in the little gold book. It's at church.
I know God makes no mistakes.
So let's see if it's 2020, about 12 years ago, my siblings and I did an instrumental album called Confidence, and it's actually on iTunes and Apple Music and Spotify and all that stuff now, but it's just instrumental hymns. And my sister's an amazing violinist. My brother played the guitar on a lot of them with the piano and like the bass guitar. And then my other sister and cousin actually joined us on one, and we did a string quartet, and there's my cello song on there. So that is on Apple Music and all those different outlets, but that song, God Makes No Mistakes, is on there as a piano solo, and I was remembering a few of the things that I actually did on it back then. So that's a fun album if you like quiet, peaceful instrumental music. It's just kind of like good background, but I think it's beautiful music. So there we go. If you need some instrumental music.
Okay, there have been many requests for this song tonight, and
now I'm scared.
It is also, the question has been asked, well, I don't know how many times, a lot. I've seen it. What is my favorite song for Natalie to play? Does she know this?
I think you've said How Great Thou Art.
Yes, there are several that are in the same category, I would say, but that one is definitely one of them. So, that's the next request.
How Great Thou Art?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Okay, the next request comes from Grandma,
Okay.
so don't mess up.
Okay, if Grandma requests it, Grandma gets it. So.
Oh, to be like thee.
Oh, yeah. I just saw a question that asked if I play any other instruments because they see the guitar in the background. So, Emily, no, I do not really play any other instruments. If any of my family is watching right now, don't comment. None of y'all comment about my other instrument trying and the things that I have attempted over the years. I took 2 years of violin, 5 years of the cello, 1 year of saxophone, and 1 year of the mandolin. And I just play the piano. That's...
She can play. She feels like she can't play anything else because she's so good at piano that I think she's a little spoiled whenever she goes to something that she's not like really, really good at. But she can play the cello. It's actually on our album on two songs.
Two songs.
That's her. She can play the bass guitar.
Oh, that's right. I did learn to play. I forgot about that. That's fun. I enjoy that.
Let's see. There's another thing. The mandolin.
Not really. The G and the D chord. I know how to get there.
She can make music on it.
Let's
see. What else? I've never heard you try the saxophone. I'm
no
guessing
one should
that's
ever
not
have
going
to hear
well.
me try the saxophone. My parents would rather me never touch the saxophone again. My mother would have me. It was during the nice part of the year where the weather permitted this, but she had me practice on the porch. She just couldn't handle it in the house. My mother put up with hearing all 4 of us kids play the piano as well. We were allowed to choose our second instrument, and we could choose any instrument we could take for a while, and if we wanted to take a different instrument or add a third, we were allowed to do that. We just had to take piano. That was the one that we had to continue, even if we interchanged the others. So I tried lots of instruments. I just was not natural with any of them and I could read the music. I just didn't have a beautiful sound on any of them, particularly the saxophone. And actually, some neighbors complained about hearing me on the porch. They came up and asked if we could, please stop that. It was rough. I had just gotten braces. I was in 9th grade, and I couldn't get it to hold a note very well. It would always honk. If any of you guys are saxophone players, I don't know if that's the right word for it. I'm sure the word honk is not what you're supposed to say, but that's what it sounded like. So it culminated in I had a solo in our concert that year in the band, and it was for Stand Up for Jesus. And I got to the part, ye men, ye that are men, now serve him. And I was supposed to do this beautiful part, and it did the honking thing, and I couldn't get it off the honk, and it just stayed at the honk the whole time. I never could change pitches. So I think that's when everyone around me, and finally me, realized I didn't really have a future as a saxophone player. Saxophonist? I don't know.
Well, yes, you all got it right. I love the way that this, whatever, I guess we're calling it a live community, has developed to where you all answer each other's questions. It makes it really easy on me. We have been married for 1 year and 3 months. So you got it right. And yes, I think there's a video somewhere of the wedding.
Yes.
It's probably
It's
Facebook.
on Raynes Family and Victory Song.
Someone said earlier that they would like to see you play with Kim Collingsworth. There's also a video floating around somewhere of that. There might be more than one.
There's one from
There's
here
one,
at the house.
yeah,
and then
here
there's
on
one
this
from
piano.
A concert. We just did a fun duet after one of their concerts, and I'm trying. That was a couple years ago now. Oh, a year and a half, something like that.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, I'll do 3 this time. We'll end with 3 redback songs. So give the page number and the song itself, like the title of it. And then that's where we'll end. But before I do that, I'm going to play To God Be the Glory while you guys do these requests. So.
Okay, I've picked the 3. I'm sorry we didn't get more, but she said 3 is all we get. I guess we're running late.
I'll admit I'm a little bit tired tonight.
Okay, anything else? Go over the Friday night thing again.
Okay, Friday night, 7 o'clock Eastern. My family will be here, and we're going to sing some songs off our new album, do some giveaway stuff, and sing a bunch of family favorites. So there'll be a crowd of us in here, but we're all going to be singing and sharing some behind the scenes and just fun stuff about the album and the recording process and things we learned. And when we all get together, it's very unplanned. So I don't have an itinerary for it because there really won't be one. But it'll be fun. We have fun when we're together. So
Right. We don't know what we'll sing, and we don't know what we'll talk about. So it's going to be just like these are. You ask questions, and we'll probably answer them.
Yes, feel free. You can send us questions throughout the week, and we'll try to hit those during the session and tell you guys what you want to know.
And the CD is available on Natalie's website, natalieraynesmusic.com. We should be shipping this week. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure exactly. The CDs have shipped to us. We don't have them here yet, but you can go ahead and order it, and hopefully we should start shipping for sure this week.
That's the plan.
We don't have. I'm not making any promises because we haven't done any of this yet. So
no, we're learning.
We're hoping it all goes according to plan, but it normally doesn't. So, but it would be really great if you would go on there and purchase the CD.
NatalieRaynesMusic.com.
Okay. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
The first one was requested by multiple people.
Okay.
219.
219. Oh, yeah. I do know this one. Okay.
What's it called?
I'm winging my way back home.
$223.
Sorry for my little rhythm mistake during that one. I was distracted by a fly, so it got me off there for a second, but I guess he flew away. Okay. When the home gates swing open, my granddad this afternoon at family dinner, we have Sunday dinner every week, asked my dad to play this one, and I had never heard it before, and Dad hadn't either. So we're okay. Let's see how this goes. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Not sure if it got better or worse as I went along. I'll learn that one.
346.
346. Now that one I know without even going to it. So that is I Know My Name Is There. That's a good one to end on. Thank y'all for joining us this evening. This will be uploaded to YouTube by about Monday or Tuesday.
Tuesday.